Hi YouTube family, how are you all doing? So I posted donuts on my status, and many people were asking me what's the recipe for my donuts. This recipe is a no-fail recipe, like it's the bomb. So I'm gonna be showing you guys what I'm gonna be using for my donuts. So in here I have 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. I have 4 large eggs. In this bowl I have 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half tablespoon of lemon zest, 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. Then I have melted butter in this bowl. I'm going to be using some vanilla extract for flavor. Then here I have half cup of sugar, and I'm going to be using evaporated milk. If you are in Cameroon, you can use pig milk. So that's what I'm going to be using for my donut recipe. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna start by mixing all the dry ingredients into my flour. Everything dry into the flour. I'm also gonna add a pinch of salt. So I'm adding everything dry except the sugar. I'm gonna stir this. Just mixing it properly. I'm just gonna let it sit on the side. In this other bowl, it's an empty bowl. I just have like my measuring. So in this bowl, I'm gonna be cracking the 4 eggs and mixing the wet ingredients in here. So now I have my 4 eggs in here. I'm going to be mixing the sugar, half cup of sugar. I'm going to pour in half cup of butter, the melted butter. I'm going to measure it. So a little bit pour in there. So this is the half cup of butter I'm going to be pouring in here. And then 1 cup of milk, the evaporated milk. So this is the milk I'm going to be adding in here. I'm gonna be adding a tablespoon of my vanilla extract. There we go. Voila. So I'm gonna be beating this wet ingredients, stirring it until the sugar is properly melted into everything and everything properly blended. Can you guys see? So after mixing my flour, I place the hole in the middle of the flour, and I'm gonna pour all my wet ingredients into my flour. Use your hands. You can go ahead with your spatula and just mix, but I like using my fingers. Like, I don't know, I'm just gonna wash my hands and use my fingers to mix everything together. So I'm gonna go ahead with my freshly washed hands. Just make sure everything is properly mixed together. Don't work the dough too much. So this is the consistency we are looking at. Can you guys see? Like, not too thick, not too soft. Can you see? That's the consistency we are looking at. If you measured everything just like I told you, then you're not gonna have any issue. But if yours is a bit too thick, then you can add a bit of milk or a bit of water. but this is what we are going for. Yeah. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and pour in some vegetable oil into this pot. We're gonna be deep frying, so your oil should be able to cover the dough when you drop it in. So I just pour some vegetable oil into this pot, and I'm gonna be allowing it to get hot. And I'm gonna be showing you guys another secret when frying your donuts. Then here I have a strainer, I have my frying spoon. I just ran out of paper towel. You have to lay down your strainer with the paper towel so that the paper towel soaks any extra oil. I'm gonna show you guys 2 ways how to fry your donut to get the perfect shape. One other secret with the oil should not be too hot. If it's too hot, then your donut is gonna get brown at the outside, but inside will be uncooked. And if it's too cold, like not really warm, then the dough is gonna soak up the oil. So this is one way to cut and have a nice shape of your donuts. I've saw this trick, like use like a measuring spoon, a baking measuring spoon, just dip it. I have oil here, a little bowl of oil, just dip it in a little bowl of oil, and then, can you guys see, then cut your dough like this, and then drop it in the oil. We're going to taste our oil. You see, can you guys see, it's not flooding, which means the oil is not hot. I think our oil is perfectly hot. I'm still going to go in with this spoon trick like this, and you just drop. When you realize it's getting sticky, you place your spoon again in the bowl of oil. I showed you guys, like this. Donut in there. We're just gonna stir. Do you guys see the shapes? We're gonna stir. One more secret: don't overcrowd your donut when frying. So when frying, don't overcrowd the donuts in your pot, and just keep stirring so as to have a uniform color. Keep stirring. Our heat, when I'm frying at medium heat, but if I realize the oil is too cold, then I'm gonna increase the heat. If I realize it's too hot, I'm gonna reduce it. So we kind of alternate, but we have to make sure that it's not too hot, neither is it too cold. Can you guys see? Ooh, these are looking so yummy, yeah, already. I'm gonna take out, this is the first one I dropped in to taste the oil. So I like this color, like golden brown. So the second way to fry a donut and have a perfect shape is by using your hands, like freshly washed hands. I just wash my hands. Make sure your hands are really soaked. And then I have a bowl of water here, clean water, just to keep wetting my hands if the dough gets sticky on my hand. You remember when we're back home, when you go to buy puff puff, you always see those women frying puff puff and they always have a bowl of water by them. It's the same thing we have to do here if you're gonna use your hands. So let me use my hands. I'm gonna go ahead, cut the dough. Can you guys see? Use my that's what I'm doing. You can cut them in the size you want. See, now my hands are not sticky. I'm going to dip them just mix water with this, and I'll continue. Yeah. So even with your hand, you can have the perfect shapes. So just keep stirring. Just keep, can you guys see? It's giving me the same shapes. So you can either use your hand or use the measuring tablespoon. You don't have to overcrowd your donuts in the pot while frying. If not, so you're gonna have some donuts that are shapeless, yeah, and they're gonna split open and start draining the oil. So don't overcrowd your frying pan or your pot when you're frying. That's our donut. It's also called drop donuts. You can save these, you can put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them and eat them whenever you want. Just warm them up. Yeah, you can serve with a warm cup of tea. You can pack it in your kids' lunch bag. Yummy these donuts look like come on now, like see, it really looks like yummy. The flavor, oh my god, is out of this world. I'm just gonna break one and show you guys how it looks inside. Like, can you guys see the inside of the, like, there is not too much oil in it. It didn't suck oil. The outside part is so soft and the inside is like, can you see? So it's so yummy. Try it, and if you try this recipe, let me know. My god. Woo. So buttery, like just go try it out. Just go try it out and let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna bring in the chin chin recipe and other chin chin recipe, meat pie recipe. If you guys want to see, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll be sure to do it for you guys. See you all in my next video.